Welcome online school. Dear student, how are you? Hope you are well. I am also well. Dear student, if you learned anything from online school, please first set up your mind and take a pen and exercise book and sit down before your reading table and start your online school. Dear student, I am Shah Suleiman, assistant teacher, Dildarpur High School. Now start my class. I teach you an important class, important topic, voice change. Dear student, I teach you voice change according to tense and according to structure. First, I want to teach present indefinite tense. I write here a structure. Active 1, subject plus B1. B1 means present form of verb plus object. And I write a sentence according to structure. I eat rice. Here is subject, present form of verb and object, and it is a active sentence. I write another structure which is passive. How I change into passive? I write here a structure. Object plus am is are plus verb 3. Verb 3 means past participle form of verb plus by plus subject. I think if you learn my structure, it will be very easier to change into passive and passive into active. I change into passive this sentence. First I write object. Object is rice. Then I write auxiliary verb according to number and person. Is. Then I write verb 3. Verb 3 is eaten. Then I write by. And I write subject. When I write subject, we write I, and when I write object as an object, we write me. Dear student, here is complete active to passive, change into active to passive, and this sentence is present indefinite tense. Dear student, now I start present continuous tense. Active 2. Subject plus am is are plus verb 1 plus ing plus object, and I make a sentence which is present continuous tense and active also. I am eating rice, which is present continuous tense. I am eating rice, and it is also active sentence. I write another structure which is passive for changing into passive. Object plus am is are plus being. Dear student, you follow. Here is add only being plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. Now I change this active sentence as a passive. First I write object. Object here is rice. Then I write auxiliary verb according to number and person. Then I write being according to structure. Then I write verb 3. Verb 3 means past participle form of verb. Here is past participle from eaten. Then I write by. Then I write object me. Dear student, here is complete active to passive. If you learned this structure, I think it is very easier to change active to passive. Then I write present perfect. I have done the work. Here is complete a sentence. I have done the work, which is present perfect tense and active also. How to change it? For changing it, I show here a structure. Object plus have, has plus been plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. Dear student, you follow. First I write object. How to change this sentence as a passive? First I write object. Object is the work. I write the work. Then I write have, has, according to number and person. I write here has. Then I write been. Then I write verb 3. Here is already have done. Then I write by and write subject is me. The work has done by me. Very easy. I think it is very easy to do active into passive, to change active into passive. Dear student, I write here another tense which is past indefinite. Past indefinite. And I show here for past indefinite a structure. Active 4. Subject plus V2. V2 means past form of verb plus object. Example, I did the work. You see, subject is I, verb to did, and object is the work. It is made a past indefinite tense and which is active also. How to change it? For change it, I show here a structure. Object plus was, were plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. Dear student, you see here is object is the work. And we write was where according to structure. Was. And we write verb 3. Verb 3 is done. And we write by and object is me. The work was done by me. Here is complete past indefinite tense. Then I write past continuous tense. Was there plus you see I show here a structure. Subject plus was where plus verb 1 plus ing plus object. and I make here a sentence which is past continuous tense and active also. I was flying a kite. It is a active sentence. For changing it, here is a structure. Object plus was where plus being plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. I change this sentence into passive. First I write object. Object is a kite. Then I write was where according to number and person. And I write been. And I write verb 3 flown, and I write by is complete. A kite was being flown by me. A kite was being flown by me. Dear student, here I show a structure which is past perfect tense. Subject plus head plus B3 plus object. And I make a sentence subject. He had verb 3 seen object a bird. Has complete a past perfect tense and it is also a active sentence. You see, here is a sentence, he had seen a bird. We want to change into passive. How we change? We follow this structure and we change it Dear student, here is write object. First we write object a bird. Then we write auxiliary verb according to number and person. Here is the only auxiliary verb, so we write here had, and we write been, and we write verb 3. Here is already have seen, verb which is verb 3. We write by and write subject him. Dear student, I know of course you wrote it. You see here a structure which is future indefinite tense, and I write a sentence. I can do the work. He will make a story. Here I write two sentences. Both are active. Subject. made by him. Dear student, here you see the work can be done by me and a story will be made by him. Last object. Here is subject is I shall be reading the book. Last subject. First we write the book as a object. The book. And we write auxiliary verb. We write being, verb 3 also read, and write by, and subject is me. The book will be being read by me. Verb 3 plus object. Karim will have bird. subject. Dear student, here I show this class last structure: object plus shall have, will have, plus been, plus B3, plus by, plus subject. We change these sentences into passive. How we change? First we write object. Object is the bird. The bird. And we write auxiliary verb according to number and person. Will have, and we write been, then we write verb 3, and we write by, Dear student, here is complete